Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. Um, we are a cloud nation, we're an emerging nation. We've been around about 4.5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come, not just a few weeks, months or years. We're now in a position where we're expanding our economy, and that will benefit all our citizens by improving the liquidity and value of our currency. All our citizens hold our currency because they get free issues of it every month. And anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, no obligation. You come along and register, prove you're a real person, and that's it. Nothing else to it, okay? There are lots of things that you can get involved in, but it's always at your option. There's no pressure for you to join anything or get involved in anything that we do. We do ask that you come with a positive mental attitude. It'll help you fit in and enjoy the spirit of our community. We are a non-separatist community as well. That means we don't allow prejudices to influence how we view people. Doesn't matter what colour, class, creed you are, where you come from, what gender you are, how old you are, whether you're wealthy or impoverished, what level of education you have. Nothing matters. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, and so all having something unique to offer our community, and therefore all of equal value to our community. Okay, we'll have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that. And before that, we'll have a very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. Not short-term pleasure. I mean, that comes along and it goes and it disappears. I'm talking about inner bliss that is always with you, leaves you feeling or keeps you feeling contented and happy all the time, regardless of what's going on in the world outside. Yeah, you'll still have your ups and downs, but it'll be on that underlying contentment, that joy. And that can only be found through loving service to others. It's not something you can buy. You can only earn it through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything, and I mean everything, that you want and need. So you don't have to chase after things anymore. They'll start chasing after you. So that's what our little prayer is about. Before we get to the prayer and the affirmation, let me welcome you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. All of these little daily sessions are recorded because we know that 7 p.m. London time isn't convenient for everyone. So we have a lot of people that watch the recordings, but we also have quite a few people that are able to get here live, and whichever you're watching, you're equally welcome and equally loved. But if you're here live, we just ask you, if you don't mind, popping your name and where you're from in the comments. Any questions you have, you can also put in the comments section, and that will hopefully get you the answers. We'll do our best to answer any questions. Okay, I see we do have a few people in live already. We've got Mary from Chicago in the United States. We've got Ramachandra from Watford in England. We've got Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland, Deborah from Alabama, Southern Alabama, USA, Norman from Doncaster, England, Richard from Devon in England, John Harrell from Puebla in Mexico, Derek from Wado City in Nigeria, Carl from New Zealand. Okay, so quite a mix, quite a range of countries there already and different continents. And let's get started right away with that little prayer and the affirmation, and then we can bring you up to date with what's been going on today. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless that we share abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service. And through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay. We've got a couple more people in as well. We've got Kingsley from Manchester, Nankiet from Nigeria. We've got all in one channel. I've forgotten who he is, but I think he's from Pakistan. We've got Deborah saying amen. Amen, indeed. Okay. First of all, I was a little bit late because I was trying to work out how to do a screen, can't even say it, screen share for the splash pages. And I'm going to try again. I know when I tried last time, I couldn't get it working, but I believe we can get it working today. And there, people didn't like the brown colour, or not everybody liked the brown colour anyway. And we have 3 different ones that are that have been put up. Now we need to change a little bit of the wording here, but it's essentially we're looking here now at the colour schemes, and the wording hasn't been changed because I just didn't get round to giving the changes to Mo, who is doing this work for us, and he's going to make it the theme for all our website. Okay, so this is one option. Now then, how do I get the other options? He sent us 3. But that is a blue one. Let me see how we can, if I can, we've got this one. Let me stop sharing, see if I can get this one up. Did better than last time anyway, even if I've only got the one. But here we go, I think we've got this one now. Okay, yeah. So there's another option that he's done for us, which is a sort of gold colour. And there is a third one. Let me see if we can get that one. Which is, try again. This one. Okay, yeah, which is not the brown, but it's not the golden yellow either. But it's here. This is another option. So he's given us 3 options, and it'd be interesting to know your comments. If there's the blue one, let's call that, well, we can put it in blue, or the second one was gold, or the third one is, I don't know what we call it. I suppose we can still call it brown. So we've got blue, gold, or brown. Okay. So let me stop sharing. And we got me back. Okay. So there you go. We got Don in as well from Vancouver Island. Lewis says he likes the blue. Norman likes the blue as well. And I got to confess, I like the blue too. And I think blue was actually suggested by Rosina from Edinburgh. And I think she's with us. I think we welcomed her earlier. So people still looking at the blue. Yeah, Rosina, blue. Me, blue. Nobody for any other colours. And I think the blue looks really, really good. And I think that's confirmed it. So I'm going to go with the blue. We'll get the wording changed, and then we'll make that splash page available for you. And we'll start working on more splash pages. That one is for the Share Hope plan. We'll get one done for the Poverty Crusher. We'll get one done for the 777 plan. And we'll get one done as well for the Easy Team Builder. And then we'll start working on the website as a whole. It'll all take a little bit of time, but we'll get there. Okay. Deborah's in for blue as well. I like that, a blue heart. I don't know how you do that. You're very clever, Deborah. We got Maureen in from London in England. We got Charles in from Nigeria as well. So the blue seems to be pretty popular, and I got to confess, when I saw it, I thought, yeah, that really looks nice. It really does look good. Okay, so that's the first issue. We had a few issues this morning earlier on. I'm not quite sure what time they started. Probably about 4 a.m. I was alerted that the website wasn't working because I was in my morning routines, but I do check on things and in between bits and pieces. It took a while to get them sorted out because although I got onto the server team, they said it was a coding issue and we need the developers for that. And the developers don't work on Sundays. But I got in touch with Deviani and she said, I'm out at the moment, but I'll get onto it as soon as I get back. And she did, and she got it fixed. So we got that sorted out. And we believe that Deviani believes she's put changes in the code that will prevent that from happening again. It's something didn't run actually. It should have run automatically, and it kicked everything out of sorts and made a mess of getting logged into the members area. So that has been fixed for today and hopefully for the future as well. But there is, if something like that goes wrong again, we also have a workaround that she's built in that can be implemented by anybody with access to the code. And that'll be Deviani, of course, and Vishal, and myself, and also the server team. Okay. And Mankiep's also going for the blue, right. Peter, will the future splash pages still point to Weezer First or to the individual programs? They will be congruent. They will go to where the splash page says. So it will go to, for example, that ShareHope one will go to the ShareHope main page. We may have several pages for different plans, but the splash page will be linked specifically to the information on a page. So it will give that congruency, you know, they'll see the splash page, say, oh, I like this, and they'll get to a page that reinforces what they've seen on the splash page and isn't something different. You have to have congruency when you're using advertising. It's no good talking about the 777 plan and sending somebody to the poverty crusher, because they'll say, "What's going on here?" It's like, you see walking down the road and you see a shop that says classic handmade shoes, and you walk in and all you can see is refrigerators. Now they may sell shoes somewhere, but you're confused. You think, "Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I don't know," and you walk out. And it's the same sort of thing. So yeah, it will be congruent. They will be linked to a specific page rather than a random page, if you like. Okay. So we've got that done. We've got the updates on that. Right. Yeah. I also eventually today, it took me nearly all day to get to it, but I did get a message out to my email list. I don't think I sent it, but it basically is like the one that or very similar to the one that I sent to the members about the free draw for $100 if you're in the Share Hope plan as a paid member. I think it'll be attractive to people. I think it'll be even more attractive when we get that $1,000 one for the Easy Team Builder, because we'll have $1,000 or up to $1,000 a month available in that Easy Team Builder. And then there'll be hundreds for the Share Hope plan. And there will also, as we have, got the free money for the Share Hope wallet, random withdrawals there. So it'll all be part and parcel, and it'll all come together. And I think it'll be a very good hook to get people in. And once you've got people in, then as they get more comfortable with what's going on and they see things happening, they get involved in more and more. It's a little bit like building your email list. This is what we're trying to do, is we're trying to get you a big list in the messaging section. And of course, you'll be able to message down through multiple levels. So you can build a huge list using these hooks, because people get in and if you only bring in 10 people, now 10 people on an email list is neither here nor there. You're not going to make any money from it, or if you do, you're very lucky. It certainly won't be a regular income anyway, just from 10. But with our system, you will have, if those 10 bring in 10, you would have 110, because you'd have 100 on level 2. Now everybody isn't going to bring in the same number. Some will bring in more, some won't bring in any perhaps, but it's all about numbers. And you go down to that next level, 1,000 on there. So you're going to need a messaging list then of 1,100 people, in just 3 steps, 3 levels. And it goes down, I think we go down 7 levels for you. I'd have to check on that. Don't. That's not cast in stone. It might be 5, it might be 10, but I think it's 7. But I'd have to check on it. So you can imagine the power of building that network, and then you can build a relationship with that network through our internal mailer, in the same way that you would need to build a relationship with an email list. But with an email list, deliverability is usually no more than 80%. We're going to give you 100% deliverability. Of the 80% that get delivered from an autoresponder, You might get a little bit more, you might get less, but deliverability usually averages about 80%. That means it's going into their inbox, okay? Of that 80%, the open rate is usually pretty small. So by the end of the day, you've got you send out 1,000 emails, and you might get 20 people open them. Through our system, we encourage people to open the email. Are they guaranteed to read it? No, not at all. We will be in the future providing incentives to actually read messages, but at the moment, at least we get them to open them. And if you hit them with something that's eye-catching, then you stand a good chance of them taking a look at it. If it doesn't grab their attention, then yeah, okay, but at least you put it in front of them, and maybe as you keep going through and delivering messages about whatever it is that you're involved in and building that rapport and trying to help people, you will have a very effective list, and you can build a list of many thousands. I mean, it's taken me 20 years to get my list. I can't remember what the count is now, but it's over 200,000 people. Do they all open them? No. Do they all get delivered properly? No. This is what I'm saying. But you'll be able to build a list that size, and it will get delivered into their inbox, and it will get opened. And so you'll be streets ahead of the opposition in there. Okay, I'm not saying that you shouldn't build an email list as well. That would be a double whammy, if you like, an extra advantage, but you won't get that leverage through your email list. So it's all part of the easy team builder, and it's about getting those people in. And once you've got the people into your network, building that rapport, both through the site, through these updates, through messages from admin, through whatever else is going on, people will gradually grow in confidence and get involved in everything. And over time, you're going to build a really, really powerful organization that will reflect the care and love that you share with that organization, and that'll come back to you in terms of joy and financial stability. Okay. Don also likes the blue. Yeah, everybody's gone for the blue. Nobody's gone for any of the other colours. Peter says, so a second page to capture details and then share hope site will sign up details, also register people behind the scenes until we share abundance, meaning a rewrite in the coding. I don't know what you're getting at, Peter. I honestly don't understand what you're saying. The splash page will take people to a page where they will get more information and be able to register. I don't know whether that's what you're asking, but it's not rewriting any coding at all. It's just a page that will, I mean, we already have splash pages available, but they're just not as good. They will take people to something that is relevant. We'll make sure that they are linked in to a relevant page where people will have the opportunity to join. Keeping genealogy level in all programs. You build your own genealogy. We always stress that you keep your own genealogy, but it's not necessarily kept in the 777 plan. If you refer somebody and they don't become a member of the 777 plan within 7 days, then there is a possibility that they would be allocated to somebody else as a an assisted position. But in every other plan that we have, we maintain strict genealogy. And if you are working the 777 plan and getting people at least at that level 1, then the genealogy is retained there. But if you if they don't, then in the 777 plan they could go to somebody else. Seeking more of ShareHub and WSA. WSA is everything. That is our overriding site. That is We Share Abundance. Everything else is just a part of We Share Abundance. So I really don't know where you're coming from, Peter. There's no change in the fact that we do maintain genealogy. And we make every effort to do that. The only exception is the 777 plan. Okay. Right. Oh yeah. I also. It took a while to get going on the turnkey cash cow, but we did get some traffic through there. And if you're in the turnkey cash cow, hopefully you'll have seen some sort of results. I know that we got. Let me be honest with you, right? I made a mess somehow of the tracking, and it's not tracking as it should. Okay, but I know that we have something like around about 26 or 27% people that are going from the page we're using to the registration page to now whether they actually complete registration or not, I don't know. Because as I say, there's something wrong with the tracking. So before we do any further traffic, we need to get that tracking sorted out and make sure it's accurate. Otherwise, we're working in the dark. But I do know that, as I say, we're getting from the email that went out, we're getting about a little over a quarter of the people that receive the email and click on the link in the email, taking it a step further, wanting more information. Whether they actually, as I say, whether they're actually registering or not, I can't tell. I've got something wrong somewhere, and so it needs to be corrected before we send more traffic, and I'll be working on that next week. Once it is correct, then we'll be sending more traffic from different sources, as well as using the one that we used originally and seeing what happens with that. Okay. Nankyet, please, I have not received the node email from Beyond Infinity, and I don't know how to go about it. There's nothing you can do to go about it. You've just got to wait. If you are a master node holder, in other words, if you paid $500 directly to Beyond Infinity, then in time you will get an email. We have 3 accounts there. We've got Frammy, Rosita, and Share Abundance. Now, the Share Abundance account is purely for the co-op, okay? So that is just filled with co-op shares. Now, if you're in the co-op, you're not going to get an email from Beyond Infinity about that, because they don't even know that you're in the co-op. They don't know anything about the co-op. But Share Abundance has had the email, and we are logged in. I can show you, I think. Let me have a look. If I can find it. This is it, I think. Here we go. Right, let me go back here. So when you do log in, what you'll get is you'll get logged into this, and it says start, and then you click on there, and then it says something else, and you click on there, and then it goes finish, and it's working and it's building up points. Other than that, I don't really know much about it. Nothing else seems to be working in the site, but once you do get your email, you will be able to follow the instructions and get logged in, and you will get to a situation like this. Now, it's going to be a few months before there is any income generated from it. Now, this is the Share Abundance site. We have 48 licenses because in total we bought $12,000 worth of nodes. That was 24 $500 packages, and we got 2 for each one. So that is the 48 licenses they're showing there. And they are earning points, but I don't really know what this is about or how it works. But I know that they say the more points you have, the quicker you're going to get paid. So you need to be logging in every day once you get the information. Now, as I said, we have 3 accounts, and we have that information for the Share Abundance account, and we logged in and it's working. The other accounts, Rosita and Frammy, we've not got the email yet. I've tried logging in because I know where the site is. I've tried using the same process, but it doesn't work. So until you get the email, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do at all. You've just got to sit and wait and be patient. And it's not going to matter much anyway, whether you get it today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, you're going to get it, and you're not going to get paid for probably 3 months. And then we don't know how much you're going to get paid anyway. But before you get paid, they have to get that over-the-counter system up and running, because that's what's going to generate the money. And we're going to wait and see how much traffic and how many transactions they get going through there. And then when they've got a lot of transactions going through, then a percentage of that, I think it's 40% of the total fees that they charge, are allocated out and shared out amongst the nodes. Now, there are going to be a lot of nodes out there. You can see we've got 48 licenses, and we're only one part of it. So there are a lot of people that are going to have a lot of nodes. They're going to be probably 100,000 node licenses out there. So if the fees are $100,000 a month, you're only going to get $1 a month out of it. If there are 100,000 fees a day, then you're going to get $1 a day out of it. And if they sell more nodes, which are $1,000 each now, then that will, of course, mean that it's spread amongst more people. So don't get too expectant, okay? Expectancy causes disappointment. Hope that you get things quickly, hope that it all works, hope that they do incredibly well, and instead of 100,000 a day, they're doing 100 million a day. But don't expect it. Just expect that things will happen in their own time, and you can be content with whatever happens, okay? But we haven't had the email for the other two accounts. We've only had it for one out of the three, and I've tried logging in with information from the other two. They say everything's been uploaded for everybody, but it doesn't work for those other two accounts that we've not had the email for. Okay? Peter, if I get a sign up into ShareHope directly, which I presume the ShareHope splash page will achieve, then that sign up will also be reflected. When they sign up for anything, they sign up through the, excuse me, when a member joins, whatever program he joins by signing up for We Share Abundance. And that's always been the case, and that's not going to change. So I really don't know what you're getting at. There's no coding or anything needed for anything. The system doesn't change. The fact that we've got a different splash page doesn't mean that we've got to change the system in any way. There is no change. Okay. Maureen, in ShareHope, why is my referrals rank NA and my rank is beginners? If you are a beginner, I think NA is wrong. I think that NA should be, I think it should be a dreamer or something like that. But NA is means basically that they've not achieved anything through the system. NA usually stands for not available, but I think everybody's rank, and maybe we haven't done this, maybe everybody's rank should be, when they first get in, should be dreamer. When they, well, maybe they don't get it until they upgrade, till they become paid. I can't remember, but anyway, they have been getting paid. They may be getting paid, but have they achieved a rank status? They need to have completed their level 1 to get to the beginner rank or whatever it is. I can't remember what the ranks are now. Let me just see if I can pull that up. I think it's this one. Okay, yeah. It's starter is somebody that is just joined and upgraded. Now, I don't think that shows. I don't think it was ever built into the system. But a beginner, you've got to have completed level 1 of your personal matrix, or on the community matrix, where would it be? It's level 4 of the community matrix to get to that first rank of beginner. And then the next rank is achiever. That's when you've got your second level in place of your personal matrix. You can build your personal matrix faster than the community matrix will build for you. Now, at some stage, we may get a big influx of people coming in In fact, at some stage we will get a big influx of people coming in, and it may push that community matrix along a lot faster. But at the moment, where we've only got a few people coming in every day, your best bet, if you want to move up the ranks, is to build your own personal matrix. And each level you complete moves you up an additional rank, from beginner for the completing your first level, to achiever, pioneer, visionary, pathfinder, trailblazer, explorer, innovator, partner, and soulmate. And of course, the withdrawals go up significantly for them all. And at the top, it's $10,000 a month, and at the bottom, it's a dollar a month, and then it's going up in between in different amounts. So in community force level 2 doesn't get you anything in the community, Maureen. You've got to get to level 4. Okay, you get paid, but you don't get any rank until you get to level 4. Okay, I understand something different from what you said earlier. I don't think I said anything different. I think you've understood it differently. Okay. Okie dokie. Right. So that covers those updates. There are things that we'll be working on with the developers on Monday. Vishal will be continuing to get that Easy Team Builder up and running and live as quickly as we can. Once we get it done and we've checked it, we will have a pre-launch period where you'll be able to get in. You won't get into the matrix in that pre-launch period. You'll be able to pay your exorbitant fee of $9.75 for a year, and it won't start until you get into the matrix. But it will mean that we will maintain the integrity of the genealogy that way. And then once you've had that week for everybody to get in and maintain that genealogy, it'll all go into the matrix and the program will go live. When will that happen? I don't know at this stage. Okay, it depends on how well Vishal gets on with everything, and when we run the checks and everything to make sure that it is working as it should, we will be able to get into the pre-launch. The pre-launch will, as I say, be only a short period, 7 days probably, just to allow everybody to maintain the integrity of the genealogy, and we share abundance, and get going. And of course, the big hook there will be there's lots of hooks, but the one that hopefully will bring a lot of people in to your, make it easy to refer people. They're only paying less than $10 for a year. They're going to get 12 chances of up to $1,000 as a freebie. They are going to also, if they looking for the freebies, they're going to get into the elite level for the pools, be active, and they are then going to be in that random withdrawal from the pools as well. If they're in the share hope plan, they're going to be in that as well for another chance of $100. So lots of things to attract people in that are just looking for some easy money. Hopefully, they'll see how easy it is to build a team using the Easy Team Builder, and they will use the software that we're having built and build that team and start generating that network of people for you, which will follow through everything in We Share Abundance. So it's looking good, folks. It's looking good. It may take a while for it all to come together properly, but I don't think it should take too long. And of course, we'll be adding the mall. The mall is being worked on, but it's going to take a while to get that operational. And the Fun Miracle site, they've been on that for a week now, but it's going to take them several weeks just to get the first stage completed. We're looking probably at 3 months to get that first game up and running. Okay, so all going well. It's looking really good for next year, whenever that is. What's that, 2025? Because we should have that all working then. Also in 2025, if the Vortic site is anything to go by and they don't change it again, I think about mid-January is when the timer on that site is now saying that you'll be able to log in and carry on with what you had and get your money out if you have money locked in there and stuff like that. Who knows? Okay, but I think if he'd wanted to do a runner, he'd have done it by now. He wouldn't be bothering with all this. So I am optimistic. I'm hoping, I am hopeful. I'm not expecting, okay? Don't expect, just hope. God bless. Get out there. I'll be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Until then, give it all you've got. Go the extra mile. Share love and abundance. Be of loving service to others. And I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator.